This is Gangster Granny's Cheat, a sort of David Walliams themed version of the classic card game Cheat, but with Gangster Granny pictures on the cards. This is a game for 2 to 4 players, and if you don't know why I'm talking about gangsters and grannies, check out the first video at the link somewhere up here. Deal out the cards between all the players. Don't worry if some people get a few more, that's fine. The first player starts with ones, or aces in normal card games. They say how many they're playing and place them face down in the middle. 2 ones. The next player goes with twos. They say how many they're playing and place them face down again. 3 twos. Then it's 3s, 4s, 5s and so on, all the way up to kings. 13s. Then it loops back to ones again. The first person with no cards left wins. Simple, right? Well, not quite. Here's the thing. You don't actually have to tell the truth about the cards you are playing. You can lie or cheat. Maybe you've only got 1 ace, but you say you've got 2 or even 3. No one can see the cards because they're face down. You just add some other cards and, well, lie. Doing this will reduce your cards more quickly and bring you closer to winning. But here's the other thing. Anyone can call you out. If someone thinks you're lying, they can shout cheat and flip your cards over. If you were lying, then you have to pick up the whole discard pile. But if you were telling the truth, they have to pick it up instead. So it's a game of bluffing, guessing, and trying not to laugh when you are totally lying. Let's see how a round of cheat actually plays out. I deal the cards to Croc, Grandpa, and me. Let the fibbing begin. Two ones. Sit with a straight face, but I think it's a bluff. 3 twos. That's a bold start. He plays his cards quickly, too quickly. I'm suspicious, but I keep quiet. 1 3. I don't have a 3, but I do have a 9. I go for it and play the 9. Just a little fib. Cheat! Croc calls me out and flips the card. It's a 9. Busted. I pick up the whole pile and try to look like I meant to do that. New round. Croc starts again. 1 4. This time Croc keeps it simple. I let it go. Nobody cheats straight after accusing somebody else. 1 5. He's playing it safe too. 2 6s. I do have a 6 and a 4. Close enough, right? I bluff again and hope for the best. Okay, I'm safe. Croc's turn. 2 7s. Cheat! We both call him out. We flip the cards. Got him. Fair and square. Croc's left with a full hand. I'm down a few. Grandpa's quietly plotting something. I can tell. Well, you get the idea with that. This is a good game. Although, let's be clear, you don't need to buy the Gangster Granny version to play it. You can play it with a regular pack of cards. With 5 or more players, you can mix up 2 decks of cards. Now this video's educational bit is about vocabulary. Let's look at the words we used. These all have to do with lying, bluffing, or spotting someone who's not telling the truth. Which ones do you know? Did you spot all of them in the playthrough just now? Bluff. Fib. Lie. Cheat. Call someone out. Busted. Truth. Suspicious. Sneaky. Catch someone out. Straight face. Do you know any more that I've not mentioned? Put them into the comments and like and subscribe while you're there. Speaking of words and spelling, these cards are from another David Walliams tie-in minigame called Awful Auntie's Wonderfully Witty Word Games. The rulebook gives 10 games, but really there are 5 with variations. Some of them are pretty good. Game 1. Crossword. Deal out all the cards. The first player lays out a word horizontally or vertically, like bogey. The next player must lay out a new word that attaches to the first word, like poo, and so on, just like Scrabble. You get points for each new word you make. If you cannot make a word, pick up a new card instead. The variations are crossword race, where you don't take turns, you just put down cards as soon as you can, and crossword lap, where you can put cards on top of other cards, if that makes a new word, like changing poo to zoo. Game 2. Word chase. Everyone secretly chooses a 7-letter word and gets 7 cards. On your turn, pick up a new card and discard one you don't need. When you have spelt your word, you win. Game 3. Word grab. Spread out all of the cards face down, then turn them over one by one. If you can spell a word, you get the points for it, like in crossword. Play ends when all the cards are face up. Most points wins. Game 4. Gridlock. Put letter cards in a 4x4 grid. You have 1 minute to write down as many words as you can that use these letters. The most words wins. The variations are, first, where you use 5x5 or 6x6 grids, or where words can only be formed with adjacent letters. There's also one in here called Spelling Sprint, but it's the same as Gridlock. Game 5. Spellbound. I like this one. Deal 14 cards to each player, then place 4 in a row. They don't need to spell anything. On your turn, add a letter above or below in a column and say a word that it could make. For example, I could put L under F and say flap. Later on, someone may add an O and say float. And later than that, someone may add a W and say flower. When a column cannot be made any longer, like here, where the word is flowers, the player who added the last letter takes the whole column and gets those points. Add a new card to form a new row. Oh, and you should always draw back up to 14 cards on your turn. Most points wins when no more words can be formed. I'm not really sure about spelling games sometimes. Do they help you to spell? Or do you need to be good at spelling already in order to play them? This is why I don't think Scrabble is a good game for children or if you're learning English. Actually, I don't think Scrabble's a good game full stop, but that's for another video. But if you like David Walliams' books and you want to play Cheat or one of the spelling games, these are fine. Check the charity shops first though, you know what I mean? If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and a comment. This is my first video after passing 1,000 subscribers, and I'm really proud about that. Thank you to everyone who watches my videos. You are all superstars. Keep on reading, playing, singing, and being silly, and I'll see you in the next one.